heart of South Philly. Let's go see what the people have got to say. I'm ready to roll if they need me.
Now listen here, Dutch. Mets and the Cowboys, they suck.
1, 2, 3, go Birds! Go Birds! Here we go, 302BIRDS, Gino Stinks. Go Birds!
Get your water ice and soft pretzels ready because you are now tuned into a 302BIRDS podcast experience. Proudly presented by TickPick, Nick's Pizza, El Diablo Burritos, and Klondike Kate's on the heart of Main Street. Let's take it to the show.
Let it play for a second. Yep. I'm not going to sing it because you guys don't want me to sing, and you guys especially don't want me to rap. But damn, this team is toxic. Toxic right now. I mean, it is time consuming. Thank you, Jaden, in the background, best producer in the game, for hitting that. But it's toxic right now with this team. If you know, you know. We want this. Okay, this is all we want for Christmas, kids. A can of whoop-ass soup. Just give us one. Like, give us one ass whooping that we can give somebody this year. But let's go ahead and kick it to...
What do I want when I'm in the state of Delaware? Of course, El Diablo Burritos. Customer service always is serving your food with a smile on their face, asking how your day is. Their food is phenomenal as well. Their burritos are out of this world, one of the best burritos in town. Their queso is phenomenal. Their burrito bowls are amazing as well. When you're in and around Delaware, stop by your local El Diablo Burritos and tell them that 302BIRDS sent you. God bless. Go Birds.
All right, so we got a 302 number on the phone. So it's somebody from Delaware. I didn't get the name. Could you say your name again?
I'm Johnny Wham Bam. I've been listening to you guys for a long time.
Sorry, guys. Tech issues. Gotta love it. I gotta, next time that happens, here's what we'll do. The viewers on Spotify, because we're just a live show. We run it as is. There ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And we'll get back into our call-ins here in a second. Just give it a minute. But next time we do that, feel free to use this, Jaden. But we got a call-in. We got a 302 number. Sorry to our other call-in who we just lost. We got KJ McCoy, the birthday boy here. Who we got called? Salvi. What an interesting. Where are you from, Salvi? It looked like another 302 number. Claymont. Oh, okay. The home of Joe Biden. But all right. So you're calling in the show. What do you want to talk about tonight, Salvi? Wait. Let me get this straight. You're from Delaware, and you're calling into our show, an Eagles show, and you're a Cowboys fan. Why didn't you call in last week, bro?
Yeah, you're about a week late, buddy.
We coming for the ass, though. We right behind you. Only a game and a half out. You see Jackie boy, you playing well.
Keep on believing in Jerry, buddy.
So if you're from Claymont, I guess, who's your baseball team? Are you like a Dodgers fan? Are you a Yankees fan?
He's probably Phillies. He's probably Philadelphia, everything else.
What the wait, so you're a Cowboys fan and a Phillies fan?
Yeah, he's probably all Philadelphia, everything else.
Are you all Philly, everything else except for the team, like KJ said? Or that would be wild.
Probably is. He is, right?
Oh my God, this guy's pretty predictable. All right.
So he's Sixers, Flyers as well, too?
Lakers.
Okay.
All right.
Lakers,
So wait, let me
Cowboys,
ask you
that makes
something.
sense. Okay, that makes sense.
Do you think that your Cowboys are going to make the playoffs? Salvi, was it Salvi? Salvi, gotcha. Sorry, Salvi, sorry.
Oh, he got pissed at you. Whoa, he's got a little bit of some a little attitude there. Oh. What did he say?
He said, "Don't disrespect him, KJ. Let
I wasn't
Salvi talk,
disrespecting
all right?
him.
All right, Salvi. So let me ask you something. Are you guys going to the Super Bowl this year? Honestly.
Now these are the Cowboys fans I can't stand. I can't stand these ones. The ones. Wait, Mr. Salvi, Mr. Salvation, or whatever your name is. Okay, let me get this straight. So you're a Dallas Cowboys fan. Have you ever stepped foot in the state of Texas before? No, you never have, probably, right?
No, I went to the store that was in the airport.
Okay, just the airport then.
But I was there though. I saw it. I saw the stadium from the plane.
I will tell you this. If you go to an airport, I don't think that really counts of you being there. It doesn't, not exact. That's just the airport. I went to Charlotte once for a freaking layover. I'm not saying, oh, I've been to Charlotte. It's amazing. I'm going to support the Charlotte Hornets now. Like, what the? No, that's not how it works.
Jordan don't want to be LeBron anyway.
What do you say? The Hornets want LeBron?
So he's a bronzexual is what we're learning with the way that he talks about LeBron. All right, let me ask you something. If LeBron could suit up for tight end for the Cowboys on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited would you get?
Well, does he know that LeBron hates the Cowboys now? Does he know that LeBron is?
Let me ask you a couple more questions.
LeBron has boycotted the Cowboys, and you can tell him that breaking news. I'm dead serious. LeBron has boycotted the Cowboys. He said that already.
You keep listening to all this fake news on there.
No, I'm dead serious. Go search it up. There's a video. Search it up. It's not AI. It's real.
You're lying.
I swear to God, I'm not lying. Want me to pull it up? I will pull it up, and I will prove you wrong, Mr. Saliva.
Believe all the fake news that KJ McCoy over there spews every week. It's all fake news.
Salvi, let me ask you a question. What do you do for work? What do you do for work?
I run a cheesesteak shop.
What? All right. Well, we're gonna have to check out this spot at some point. Is it still up and running, or did you run a cheesesteak spot like past tense, like you're retired now? All right. All right. All right.
I can't hear him clearly.
Well, I got him connected here on the.
Yeah, I don't hear him.
Sure, I got
at all,
everything
so.
logged on. Yeah. Yeah, everything should be good. All right. Well, Salvi, let me ask you.
I had the video of LeBron saying he's boycotting the Cowboys. You want me to play it? I have cousins who are Cowboys fans just like you, so I do know how it's like. It's a miserable life for them.
You keep getting that big Super Bowl win you got last year that was given you by the ref. We all know the Eagles just get all the calls in the world. So you're just a fake fan. You're a hater. You don't watch the real games. Patrick Mahomes threw the ball to Cooper DeJean on purpose. So
Wait, I know who this is. Wait. I know who this freaking is.
Wait, Salvi, what can the Eagles do to fix this for themselves? Like we're screwed. We suck. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. We suck. And you're probably enjoying it right now. My God. All right, Salvi, Jesus Christ. Let me ask you one last question. If there's one team that you hate the most in the NFC, who is it? All right, well, we fucking hate you too. I hope you keep calling in the show. Thank you for the time. It's good to know that we have a Dallas hater out there, Salvi, and we'll see you again in the future, all right? Calling again. Oh, shit.
All
right. Well, if anybody else wants to call in, the lines are open. But we got the birthday boy, the man, the myth, the legend is here. You feeling any older, Mac?
Yeah, a little bit. I guess so. It really hasn't kicked in exactly.
You're gonna get somebody to sing happy birthday to you here. Sorry, who we got on the phone?
Wait, who is it?
Yeah, I know who it is now.
Is it Salvi again?
Calling in the show.
Is it Salvi again?
It's Mikey D.
Oh, I don't even hear him.
I got to figure out what's going on with this sound and this volume.
Wait, Mikey D's on the phone right now?
Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, I don't hear him at all.
Give me 1 minute.
That's Mikey D. That's awesome. I don't even hear him.
Can you hear him now? Say something, Mike.
Nope.
No? Well, it is what it is. But Mikey D, go ahead and say what you wanted to say. I'll translate it here in a minute. Because the viewers can hear you. KJ just can't.
I could probably mute it on my.
Oh, well, we appreciate you for that. I appreciate you calling in. I'm going to keep it moving. Probably going to shut down the call-in line just because I don't want any more sound issues. So I'm going to figure out what's up with that. So I apologize to everybody wanting to call in. Of course, when it's something, it's always something. But Mikey, we appreciate you calling in. I hope you have a good rest of your night and call in next week, okay? I don't think that they can hear you, Mike.
Oh, I hear it a little bit now. I actually hear it more.
It's coming out of my speakers, though. All right. Well, it's all good. We'll get you on here again. Mike, have a good night, brother.
Yeah, we
appreciate you.
Figure out the speakers. I don't know what happened to them.
Yeah, we'll see what's up with that. But anyway, you feeling any older?
Yeah, what was he saying, though? I didn't really hear what he was saying.
He just wanted to say happy birthday was all. That's it.
Oh, dang it. I really wish I could hear that. Damn it. I couldn't hear it on the – I went back to the YouTube, and I couldn't hear it on that end either. I mean, people can confirm as well.
Yeah, it's something with our sound, so I got to
So I
figure it out
couldn't hear
after
it
the
at all.
show. Like I said,
But
of course, when it's something, it's always something. Nothing
yeah,
can
but I
ever be
appreciate it,
easy.
Mike. Thank you, buddy. And I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the birthday wishes I've been getting all day. It's been overwhelming, and I definitely appreciate it. It was it definitely made my day way better. I mean, my day was good, which is a good thing. So but it definitely made it even more special that just all the shout outs I got from people, and it really did help me a lot. So I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much.
No worries. And speaking of Mikey D, a perfect transition into
You are now listening to KJ's Court Sixers Talk presented by the Sleeper app.
Oh, now I can hear him. But yeah, I mean the Sixers they beat the Wizards last night, and Tyrese Maxey is still balling out. He's still one of the MVP leaders right now. I think he's like maybe behind Shy right now. Gilgeous-Alexander, he might be. I mean, I got to double check, but the guy's just been balling. I believe he had, was it a 30 point game or something like, I got to double check. I'm checking the stats now, but it was a great game against a pretty mediocre Wizards team. And yeah, he had what I'm looking at. Okay, he had 35, which is still really good. 35 points, 6 assists. So good day for him. And he's been averaging 32 points a game. So, and he's third in the NBA with points right now. So he's third in the NBA. So, I mean, that's pretty dang good. That's pretty good. So, I mean, he definitely is having one of those he's having one of those MVP seasons, and definitely I saw a video from Joel saying that like Joel was like kind of like saying how he thinks that Tyrese is like the franchise. And he was saying this years ago, and he was saying like he's going to be better than I ever was for this city. So you could definitely notice how much fun this guy has brought to this Sixers team, even though they might not be winning some games or whatever. I mean, it's good to have a young other guy with him, another young star like VJ Edgecombe, and up and coming star. So I do feel like there is some light at the end of the tunnel for this team, and I'm excited. I really am. So definitely, I'm actually going to be. The funny thing was that we talked to Salvi and whatever, and he's a Lakers fan, and I'll be actually at the Lakers Sixers game most likely this weekend. So I'm excited to see that. Yeah. So most likely LeBron's last game probably in Philly, most likely. It probably will be. And the last time I saw LeBron play actually in Philly was when he played for Cleveland the first time, and it was in 2010. So it was a year right before he left for Miami. So that was when I saw him play. But yeah, Tyrese has been sensational. And definitely, he just is out there. He's not letting, even though the score might be a little bit lopsided sometimes, he definitely is trying his best. I mean, like he's balling out, and I mean he has shown that he's got a lot of potential still left, and he's got the freaking energy for the city. So definitely, it's awesome to watch him. Just the way that he's been active with steals as well. So, I mean, that's been awesome to see, just the way he kind of starts to transition. So, but yeah, it's still fun for me to watch the Sixers. I mean, I'm not losing fun with it. I mean, it's just fun because guess what? Joel Embiid's not playing. And that's also another thing right now. People are really pissed that Joel is like doing this load management crap. And I think it's good to see guys like Tyrese and VJ not doing that. So yeah, salute to those guys.
Perfect. Well, that's all we got on the Sixers. Pivoting now to the Flyers, who actually our guy Fratty and our guys from Under the Wing are there. Shout out to your birthday buddy, Papa Mooner's dad. So they're having a good time. I saw they were at Skinny Joey's pregame. Shout out to Skinny Joey's, actually. Got on the sweatshirt repping it right now. The Kelly Green, best cheesesteaks in the city, and best team potentially in the city, if I think that the Eagles can get it together. But we'll get to that in a few minutes here. Starting off with the Flyers, it's been nice to see them heat up a little bit, but their November was very inconsistent. I mean, they were around 500 in November, if I'm not mistaken. And they had a big win against the Devils a couple Saturdays ago, maybe like last Saturday, actually it was, but they still need to be more consistent, I think. I think that once the Flyers find their identity and they get through some of these injuries, they could be a really dangerous team, but they got to work through all that. I think once we get to January, we'll really know what this Flyers team is. Like mid-January, we'll know if we're going to be in the playoffs or not. We'll know how this team's going to shake out. We'll get through some of these things. Some of these players will develop. I think Zepp said it a couple years ago on the podcast, and it's a great quote, that basically hockey doesn't matter until January. And I very much agree with that.
Yeah. And before I talk about the Flyers, I just want to bring up this comment. We will get to this, Owen, and I actually agree with you. So stay for the whole show, Owen, because I think you're going to want to see my response to that. And
True.
You'll like my response. But I'm going to get into the Flyers right now. Yeah, the Flyers, they've been playing okay. There's been some injuries that have been happening. I think Forrester, from one of my coworkers at work, was telling me, he's a huge Flyers fan. He was telling me that Forrester might have like a Tommy John like injury in his forearm or something like that. Something happened where he landed on it funny, or so he's going to have some kind of, he's going to be out for, I guess, like 2 to 3 months or something like that. So, but yeah, they're up 3-1 right now. I mean, the Sabres have always been mediocre. From what I've heard, the Buffalo Sabres have been a mediocre hockey team. I mean, we have too. The Flyers have been mediocre as well, so we can't really be talking. But yeah, I mean, they lost a pretty bad loss last night to the Pittsburgh Penguins. Or no, was it Monday? I think it was Monday. Yeah, I think it was Monday night. And it sucks because when you lose to the Penguins like that, it's like almost losing to the Cowboys. I mean, it just a rival like that. I remember I went to the earlier Pittsburgh versus Philly game when the Penguins played the Flyers this year, and the Flyers won that game. But then this game, they played them again at home, and they just couldn't get it done. They just could not get it done. So, yeah, pretty crazy that a lot of these injuries are happening. But I mean, like, hopefully they can bounce back from these injuries and keep some guys going. I mean, that's all I really got to say about the Flyers. I mean, it's like the team that I know the least about. So
I get it. Yeah. Hey,
I always
don't need
try
to say-
and fill it up. So
yeah, don't need to say too much about that. But let's go ahead and talk about really just what the heck happened with this disgraceful loss. I mean, disgraceful is the perfect word, because look, the Bears are a good team. We learned that this week. We knew that going into this. I'm not going to say that, right? Got the shout out to the Dicka bobblehead back there.
I was about to say, you got the
me.
Dicka bobblehead back there.
It was like my voodoo doll on Sunday, and it wasn't working. But it's frustrating when you know you're so much better than the opposing team, and you know that your talent's better. You know that your play calling, well, I take that back. You know that your defense is better. You know that your coaching, for the most part, is better. You just know you're a better overall organization. 2 Super Bowls, I think, compared to 1. I think the Bears only have 1. We have 2. So if you go by Cowboy fan logic, shout out to Salvi, there you go. What I'm saying is this loss felt like the 49ers loss more than any other loss. Like KJ said it when we were on the phone, that the Cowboys game, basically he got over a day. And I think somebody else said the same thing to me, that it took them a day to get over the Cowboys loss. This one still stings. I think this one's still going to sting after the season, because it's such a frustrating loss that was right there. It was right in front of us. It was right there for the taking. And the Eagles just fell flat on their face, like in typical Eagles fashion, right? Especially the year after they win a Super Bowl. This is how it goes in this city. I love the Eagles. I love them to death. But they do stupid things like this. And this was game plan. And it's funny because now Hard Knocks is coming to Philadelphia, right? Like, that's the biggest storyline right now that's going around. There's good and bad clips that I'm sure are going to come out about the Eagles. But my thing is, it's like, who cares? Like, I don't want to see all of this. Like this is why should have had Hard Knocks there last year is kind of the way I'm looking at it, because it's like, why do I want to watch all this stuff? Number one, and number two, like, we're going to have to watch it back for years, these clips, and know, okay, yeah, we slumped the year after the Super Bowl. Like, if they at least make the playoffs, I wouldn't even say they really slumped the year after the Super Bowl, the first year, because we had the double doink. We got a playoff win. And if the ball didn't go through Alshon Jeffrey's hands in that Saints game, who knows what would have happened, right? But back to the point, I'm sorry it's taken me a minute to get there. This season is so much worse. Like, they really are going to fall flat on their face. And it's going to be like a combination of the year after the Super Bowl, but then 2 seasons ago, 2023, 2024, where we start off hot, we do really well, we look really good, and then at the end of the year, we fall flat on our face. It's very frustrating. And I know KJ's setting up his mic, so I'm going to give him a second. I'm going to keep on ranting while he's doing that. I got you, bro. But it's just frustrating. Like, you sit there, and I said this too. This is a point I actually want to make. They should have considered refunding fans for tickets. Like, Lincoln Financial Field and the Philadelphia Eagles organization should have refunded tickets for that. Because if I would have taken off work on Black Friday, because a lot of people do work, and then had to go to the link to watch that shit show, I'd be pissed. I'd be upset. I'd be fuming, because this team just underperformed. It was bad drive after bad drive after bad drive. And it's funny because our editor Nolan calls me up and he's like, yeah, dude, I was pretty pissed off. I was building something and I didn't get a chance to watch the game. I didn't get a chance to see what happened. And he goes to turn on the game at 7:00 and he sees that the game is over, because he thought it was going to be a night primetime game. He didn't know it was at 3:00. And I'm cracking up because I'm like, well, you know what? You didn't really miss much. You didn't miss much except torture, basically, because that game was ugly. And I really don't think that this team is trending in the right direction.
Yeah, it did suck. It definitely was horrible. I was supposed to go to the game, and then last minute, plans kind of changed. So I wasn't, it was actually my first home game that I missed this season, which I actually am happy I missed it. At the same time, though, it's like people are freaking out, and I get it. I mean, the expectations that this team had, being the Super Bowl champions. But I think here's the bottom line. And I mean, I'm going to bring back this comment. I'm going to be one of those Eagles fans that's not going to complain. I'm going to tell you this right now. And I kind of want to bring this out. I am so thankful for what we had last season. And I'm not saying it's over. I'm not saying all the good moments are over. I'm not saying that. But I'm satisfied for a while. Like, you can't really get me that pissed anymore. I might as a joke, but I'm not really that pissed, because the amount of happiness that last year brought me is just keeping me satisfied for a little while, as it should with all fans. And I know right now, as Eagles fans, like, the expectation was like, okay, you know what? The NFC's wide open. We should be contenders. Like, we're better than the Niners. We're better than the Cowboys. We're better than the Lions, a bunch of other teams. And we're better than the Rams. People have been saying that too. So I know that was our expectations, but here's the bottom line. You have a coordinator that never has been a coordinator in his life, I'm pretty sure. Never has been. Maybe he has, but he was never successful at it. At the same time as well, you lost a little bit of your offensive line. The offensive line also gets banged up. They don't have the same mindset. You can notice that Stoutland doesn't have the same mindset as well. And then thank you, Dollar Movies. Appreciate it. Thank you for the birthday. But you can just notice in general too. I mean, losing guys like even on the defense, Josh Sweat, you lost him. You lost Darius Slay as well. You lost CJ Gardner-Johnson, which I feel like, even though the guy has been through 2 teams already with the Texans and the Ravens, I still feel like, and now he's in the Bears. I still feel like that was a huge loss for this team, even though he might have been like a knucklehead and he was obviously a guy who would start a lot of crap. I think, honestly, that's just one of the factors in this. And, yeah, I mean, definitely this team has shown that they took a back seat. And I think at the beginning of the season, definitely we saw, like, you know what, they can win games. And they can't win them convincingly. They can't win them by double digits, but they can win games. And right now, it's looking like 2023. But you know what the thing is, though? We won the Super Bowl last year. So I think the people that are freaking out, the people that are throwing eggs at freaking Patullo's house, at the end of the day, we won a freaking Super Bowl last year. The guy can't help it that he got hired and he was offered a job like this to be the offensive coordinator. He's going to accept it. He's not going to be like, oh, I don't believe in myself. So I think, like, the thing is, yes, it is disappointing what's going on, but I think some Eagles fans, I'm not saying all, are acting very ungrateful. And it's honestly pissing me off because it's annoying, because then you have all the stereotypes on me and other Eagles fans who are not ungrateful. And it's just like, I am, though. So it's I am grateful. So it's like, I look at other fans like the Jets who have been in like total misery for so long, the Browns as well. They would die for just to have a Super Bowl of anything. They would. I mean, just to have a chance to go back to the Super Bowl or even be in one. And I think we just take it for granted. It is what it is. It's hard to repeat. It really is. And right now, look at the Chiefs, too. The Chiefs are really playing like crap right now. They might miss the playoffs. There's a lot of teams that are underperforming. Look at the Bills as well. I mean, I know the Bills beat the Steelers, but they are underperforming. Look at the Ravens. I mean, even though the Ravens were underperforming at first, now they're kind of catching some heat. So it's been a really wonky NFL season. As somebody who just called him before, Mikey D, he said this perfectly. This has been one of the most wonkiest NFL seasons we've probably ever seen. It definitely is. So, yeah, I think a lot of people need to chill. I think we need to see what happens in the next couple of weeks. If we lose to the Raiders, I will be very concerned. But right now, the sky is not falling for me. I feel like this can be fixed. And it might be tough to fix because you don't really have a set plan. You don't really have a set playbook. It doesn't seem like the players want to go with the set playbook. But I think this will be fixed somehow. And if it's not, then obviously our eyebrows can raise. But if I would say this would be a failure. If we don't make the postseason, we don't make the playoffs, we don't win the division, it's a failure. And that's where I will actually be pissed off. And that you have every right to be mad at. But if we make the postseason and we lose in the first round, I'm not going to be mad. We won a freaking Super Bowl last year. There was the Lions who didn't make the playoffs since, 92 or whatever. They just finally made it a couple of years ago. So I think people got to realize it from that. And they're like, oh, well, we want more. We want more. You can't have more always sometimes. Sometimes you can't. And the Eagles set themselves up for not having more by hiring a guy in Kevin Patullo, who, by the way, as I said before, even though it's a game, he does not deserve to get eggs or rocks or whatever was thrown at his house, because that is his home, and that is just screwed up, and that is inhumane. So that's all I have to say about that. I'm sorry if I went on a rant, but just a lot to get out. I know it was like a whole mess, but I think it maybe went to some people's minds, and maybe hopefully that guy who commented before can realize that not all of us are complaining. If anything, I'm complaining at some Eagles fans who are being really spoiled.
Yeah. And I think you're not, I get where you're coming from. Like 2017, 2016, Dalton would 100% be ready to go to war with you right now, because I know that feeling of not having a Super Bowl. I know that feeling of being a worthless NFL franchise. But guess what? We aren't there anymore, buddy.
No,
we're winners now. We got 2 under our belt. Like I get your point to an extent. I do. But here's where I would push back on a little bit to anyone else too that would say that. Any of these other NFL fans. We can't have that mindset until the end of the season, right? Because once we say that, we're basically giving up and laying. And I guess that's essentially what the Eagles did when they said that Kevin Patullo's coming back. Like, they're laying down and dying and giving up. So I guess like I get where you're coming from. You know what I mean? Like I understand where your mindset's at. Kevin Patullo's here. Season's basically a wash. Like it is what it is. We won a Super Bowl last year. Be grateful for that. Like I get it. But at the same time, I look on the other side. It's like, is the glass half full or is it half empty for the Eagles? That's what we're trying to figure out right now. Do we have an opportunity and a chance to go back and win another Super Bowl and run it back if we get our shit together? Or is this thing pretty much over this year? And the only chance we have of salvaging it is getting a new OC and restarting next year and hoping that we can, keep this core together. I don't know. The last thing I'll say is this. On the Patullo egging or stoning, I don't know what it is. Even the mafia knows that you don't fuck with family. So that was crazy to me.
Yeah.
That these people went to his home and did this. And if anything, you just gave him more job security. Like you're giving him a reason to say, oh, like for people to feel bad for him. And I'm not saying that I don't feel bad for him. I feel terrible for him. Like that's horrible. That shouldn't happen at all. But at the same time, you throwing eggs at his house is just going to make the organization have more sympathy for him, think that we, the fans, are crazy people, and we're going to be the scapegoat rather than this team actually looking in the mirror and firing an inept offensive coordinator. He just doesn't know what he's doing. He's never been a play caller before. And we, as an organization, said, hey, let's bring in a guy with no experience to a Super Bowl ready team.
Yeah, and I mean, also they decided to be creepy and go find his house, or maybe they just know where he lived and whatever. The guy's never been a coordinator before, so it's not like he's doing this on purpose, where he's just losing games on purpose. You can notice that he's not. I mean, at the end of the day, too, we can blame it a lot on Kevin Patullo, but at the end of the day, Patullo's not on the field. Patullo's not strapping up. He doesn't have a helmet on. So that's another thing where, like, right now there's a lot of things going wrong for this team. The offensive line, the running back Saquon Barkley. They're not using Tank Bigsby as well. There's a lot of factors in this, and unfortunately, that's how it's going. And am I pissed still? Yeah, but like at the same time, it's like we got to witness a Super Bowl, and that was magical and whatever. And like, so I'm not gonna take that for granted. But at the same time, though, like you can still like be like, okay, like they need to switch this and fix this and whatever. And if they don't, then they don't. Like, I mean, and it sucks because I know people are like, oh, well, we have so much potential. We have so much talent. And I think, honestly, Patullo was winning those games. The Eagles were winning those games because they were able to work with those plays back then. They were able to figure out how to win. Maybe they didn't believe in his plays. Maybe they did. I don't know. But it just seems like the mindset's kind of gone from that kind of same mindset they had, like when they played the Rams or whatever. That's kind of gone. So we'll see what happens. And Dennis, if it is over, then it is over. You know what? It is what it is. We got to see an amazing freaking season last year. And will it suck to freaking have a collapse? Yeah, it will freaking suck. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think it's the end of the freaking world. I really don't. So that's how I see it. I'm not saying the season's totally over. I'm not saying it totally is. That there's some games where you can come back. You can win these games. You're supposed to win these games. You should beat the Commanders in at least one game. You should beat the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders are mediocre, but here's the problem, though. The Raiders have Pete Carroll. The Raiders have Geno Smith. They know how to beat us. So that's what I'm kind of worried about. Because if we had still the same mindset that we have in these other games that we've been having recently against the Cowboys and the Bears, then we're not going to beat those guys, unfortunately. And that's how it is. That's just how it is.
100%.
So I think a lot of teams would die to be in the position that we are in. I think they would die to be in this position. So I'm not taking it for granted.
I like it, Varju.
Yeah,
I like the idea. The gingerbread man in the chat saying that a bald Yanni is coming back and that could save the season. This guy's looking at the glass like it's half full, and I like that. You need people like that. I mean,
of course,
because I do think that it is easy to kind of just throw the hat in, but it's also
I'm not officially doing that.
No, I'm not saying you are. I'm saying other people are. I'm just saying there are some people who are throwing the hat in. There's some people who are saying, hey, if it doesn't go our way, it's not that bad. I think that that's kind of the middle perspective. And then there's nutcases like me, and I guess Varju, if we can put that comment back up, that are sitting here like Baldiani's coming out.
Yeah.
And it could potentially save the season. Get ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The final word, the boldest take, the mic drop moment that hits harder than a Rocky's right hook. This is the Knockout Punch, powered by Balboa Steaks, the undefeated king of Delaware steaks. Bold takes, big bites. Let's swing.
All right, we need some positivity on this show. We've been dwelling a lot on what's going wrong. So because Varju's here, we're going to switch up the mojo. We're going to switch up the vibe. And we're going to talk about the things that could go right for the Eagles this Monday night. I'll start with this. Justin Herbert is coming back off this injury, a surgery. I know the reports are saying that he's looking to play now. I don't think that he's going to play. I think with them having Trey Lance, it would be wise for the Chargers. The Eagles are the team on a downtrend right now, and the Chargers are a team I think that can afford a loss. So if I was the Chargers, I wouldn't take any risks with Herbert, and I would honestly sit him out this game. I would wait until maybe the day of. I'd make it a game time decision to make it as difficult on the Eagles as possible. But I do think that if Herbert's not playing, this is going to be a humongous game changer for our Birds. Like, we need this win. And this Chargers team, like KJ just alluded to with the Raiders, I believe it was, like, they're a good team. This is a good team right here. The Chargers have Harbaugh. They have Herbert. You got Keenan Allen, who came back, who was having a great early start to the season. Like, they're a really good squad. And I'm kind of nervous about this game. Monday Night Football away. We got to go to LA. I think that it's kind of after a mini bye too, if that makes any sense, because it's been some time since they've had this game. So I'm honestly a little bit nervous. And I do think that they should win this game. Same thing. But if they don't win this game, it's not going to be good. Our call-in line isn't working, Birdman.
Yeah, we got to fix it.
We'll have it working Saturday morning if you want to call in. Feel free to sip in sports. We'd love for you to call in.
Yeah, for some reason, I couldn't hear anything that anyone was saying when we were doing the call-ins. But, yeah, I think definitely this is going to be a tough game for the Birds. Especially, I mean, I think definitely they're going to have some motivation. I mean, definitely from what's happened and transpired these past 2 weeks. Losing to the Cowboys, I mean, losing that lead like that was freaking absurd. But you move on. Like, as I said before, I moved on. It is what it is. And then we lost the Bears. I mean, that sucked too, but I moved on as well. So I think they definitely are frustrated, and they got to get their heads together because it seems like they're just not working as a team right now. And it just seems like definitely that is kind of distant. So if they can work as a team, they could probably beat this Chargers team. They probably could. I think they win the game 21-18. That's the score I have. I think it's going to be a close one, and I think the Eagles score 3 touchdowns. I don't know exactly how. I do think Saquon, he did really good against the Rams last year. I know this is a different team they played. Chargers are different, but they play in the same stadium. I think Saquon will have a pretty good game in LA. I think even with the offensive line being banged up, I think that, oh, yeah, bring it out. Yeah, I could. It's in the back. It's ready to go. It's ready. I'll be ready. I'm ready to go, Zach. I'm ready. But, yeah, I think definitely this could be a game for Saquon where he can kind of bounce back. And also, I mean, you got the monsters. I mean, you got the fun day football they're doing. I think they did the Toy Story thing last year.
Monsters Inc. is up now.
Yeah.
This is what I'm most excited for. I actually forgot. I was looking up the game, and I completely forgot that they did this. Like, when this first came out a couple years ago, when they did the Toy Story, and then they did the Simpsons one last year. Or
is that what it was?
Ago.
Simpsons, yeah.
I went nuts during the Simpsons one. Like, when Ralphie scored for the Bengals on the Cowboys, I went ape shit. Like,
That
I
was
lost
hilarious.
my shit. I was like, Ralphie! I was like losing my shit. You can ask KJ. It was hilarious.
That was funny.
But now the fact that the Eagles have a chance to be animated, oh, I'm going to be like ADHD overdrive, aneurysm overdrive. Like, I'm going to be locked in. I'm going to be a kid again. I am so freaking excited for this. And I'm not doing we don't have a watch party planned for this or anything. So I'll just be a spectator for this game. I'll just be watching probably at home with my dad. And I will 100% be tuned in to the Monsters Inc. Fun Day Football. And you best believe, I hope we got Mike Wazowski on our team. Give him some green. He'll look good. I'd imagine that the Chargers will probably have Sully. It's going to be a good matchup.
You forgot to file your paperwork, Mike Wazowski. You forgot to file your paperwork and playbook.
You forgot to file your paperwork, Cowboys fans. And I hope that we can open this up after the game.
Where'd you get that?
No,
Campbell's
it's not
chicken noodle soup?
biogenetically engineered like Campbell's. All right, chill, guys. It's just a can of whoop-ass soup. I made it. It's literally, I made it myself.
Is that what the Eagles have been eating recently, and it's not been helping?
No,
them?
it would have an ED on the end. It would say whooped ass soup. That's what
right now. I think that's what they have. They're whooped ass soup.
Whooped ass soup. Yep.
Yeah.
But shout out to Balboa Steaks. Let's go ahead during the knockout punch and get into our knockout takes. Do you have one ready, or do you want me to go first?
I have one ready.
Take it.
Yeah. So I think Saquon Barkley has a bounce back game. I think he does. And I think he scores. I think he goes for a touchdown in this game, touchdown or two. And I think he is actually going to have the game where we're going to be like, oh my God, freaking Saquon's back. I think it's going to be that kind of game. I do. And even though the offensive line is banged up, I think Saquon's just going to be like, screw it. You know what? Like, I feel the vibe right now in this town. I don't want it to be like that collapse that they once had in 2023. I think Saquon just is like, screw it, give me the ball, and he'll go the freak off. I think he's going to have at least 80-plus yards. He's going to at least have 80-plus yards on the run. So, I mean, he's going to be carrying for at least 80-plus. And then I also think they'll probably do some screenplays to him. I think the offense will be a little bit more fluid, and hopefully they won't be as out of sync as they were last week. I don't think you're going to see that kind of horrible boneheaded play where Jalen throws it over Devontae's head and throws in another freaking hemisphere or whatever the heck. I don't think that's happening. So I think they'll be more connected. I mean, you had A.J. Brown scored 2 touchdowns. He shouldn't be. I mean, and he was all happy after the game. We freaking lost, A.J. We freaking lost, buddy. So we'll see what happens. But I do think the Eagles do win this game. I got them winning 21-18. And a win is a win. That's what I think. I think they're going to bounce back for the most part. I think the Chargers are going to get a little bit of like at the end, they'll get a little bit of a boost, but it'll just not be enough for them at the end of the game.
Yeah, a win's a win.
I'm going to say Saquon is a huge game.
A win's a win, and a Monsters Inc. win is a Monsters Inc. win. I'm going to say this. My Balboa's knockout take is going to be that I think Devontae Smith has over a 120-yard game and 2 touchdowns. I think we're going to see a 2-touchdown game out of Devontae Smith. I could see like Devontae getting in the end zone twice, Dallas Goedert getting in the end zone once, and Saquon Barkley getting in the end zone once. Like, I really feel like this game is going to be a good team win. And you might see after this game, A.J. Brown might have 70 or 80 yards, but does he get in the end zone? I don't know. But is he going to be upset about it will be the question that I'm interested the most to see, right? Because if the team's winning, it's one thing. If the team's winning and you're putting up yards, it's another thing. If the team's winning, you're putting up yards and you're getting a touchdown, like you can't have it your way every game is what I'm saying. You're not going to win, get a touchdown, and get as many yards as you want every week. Usually you're lucky if you get 2 out of the 3, if not 1 out of the 3. So be grateful, be happy. It's a team sport. This offense is one of the most talented offenses, I think, in NFL history, at least on paper. So understand that the ball's got to go around. Like everybody's got to get a piece, and it's not all about you. And I think he's slowly starting to come to terms with that, but he's still got a lot of work to do. And it's just very interesting. Shout out to Broads. Broads said, and congratulations to Broads as well for 2 years back on WIP. Love listening to Broads. But he said it's interesting that A.J. Brown hasn't said anything recently. He's been real quiet. And I think Broads makes a pretty good point there that it is interesting that when he gets his takes, he doesn't really care if the team's losing. Where I feel like some people would be the opposite. I don't know. But my Balboa's take is going to be Smitty gets in the end zone twice and he puts up over 120 yards. Shout out to Balboa Steaks, best cheesesteaks in Delaware.
Yeah, that's a pretty good take. I do feel like Devontae's going to have himself a pretty good game. I think he's close to getting 1,000 yards. I think he's at like 800 something right now. So he's close to getting 1,000-yard season. So as he deserves. But we'll see how it goes. And Chaos Chris said this well yesterday on the Under the Wing podcast. That place is going to be invaded by Eagles fans. Chargers fans, a lot of the Chargers fans have really kind of abandoned the Chargers ever since they left San Diego. You can ask our buddy, Dollar Movies, our guy who actually he owns the famous dog in Philly, and that's our buddy in Andrew. And he has said he grew up in San Diego area, and he said that a lot of people just abandoned the Chargers, as they should. I mean, they just left out of nowhere. They knocked down the stadium, and then they built a stadium for San Diego State. So, yeah, I mean, definitely. Yeah, there's like 8 Chargers fans there. Yeah, so
I thought that there were 7. So Jaden must know somebody that I don't know that's a Chargers fan. So there you go.
Well, I mean, we got what's his name? The guy. We got our good friend
NFL Mike, of course.
Yeah, NFL Mike. Yeah.
And shout out to Mr. Alaruso. So I had a professor in college who at St. Joe's, one of my favorite, literally actually my favorite professor. Yeah, hands down my favorite professor at St. Joe's. Taught a bunch of classes for business, entrepreneurship, all that, but is a diehard Chargers fan. So, and Leo, KJ was saying this himself, bro. Make sure you come tune in every Wednesday night. Check us out on Spotify. That would mean the world to us. Welcome to the show, brother. Go Birds. That makes me so happy. We got a new listener. That's what it's all about. But yeah, KJ was just saying he thinks Saquon could have a breakout game. I mean,
this will be the game where Saquon does break out. Because if you go back to last season when we played the Rams, he had a couple breakout runs in that game. Now the offensive line was way better, but I do feel like even though the offensive line is so banged up right now, I think he's going to be able to find a hole in this game. I don't know why, but I think he'll be able to kind of dominate in this game, and we'll kind of see the Saquon that we know and love. And I think this is going to be where it'd be like, oh my God, we're freaking back. So I just have some feeling about it. I just think he's way too good to be in this slump right now. And the offensive line's got to give him some hole at some point. And I think it's going to happen. I agree, Leo. I think he definitely could have those kind of numbers. He could have 100 plus. I was saying 80 plus, but I still think that still is realistic though as well too. But yeah, I mean, as Dollar Movies was just saying, Andrew, he was saying that LA has too many teams, and San Diego has abandoned them because Chargers abandoned them. I mean, they were in San Diego for so long, and all of a sudden they just said, goodbye, we're going to LA instead. And then they get 2 teams. I mean, it's out of control. It's just stupid. It makes no sense. So, yeah, that place will be invaded by Eagles fans. We know a bunch of Eagles fans over there, like Birdman, 951, Lou Bird as well. You got Jewy Macon as well. So he's over there. So, yeah, you got a lot of great Eagles fans over there. The guy who looks like Guy Fieri. I'm sorry I'm blanking on your name, man, but there's a guy who looks like Guy Fieri. He's got the same hair as him and everything like that. So, but, yeah, you got some fans over there who are ready to go, and they'll represent. I think we even got E-Rock who's going to be DJing over there. So it'll be a good time. And, yeah, go Birds. So
go
beat the Chargers. Beat the Chargers.
Go Birds is right. Beat the Chargers. Shout out to KJ McCoy. Happy birthday to you, bro. I hope it was a great one. Another year older.
His new shirt.
Another Super Bowl.
Super Bowl 52 shirts. So
maybe we'll have 60 as well if we get lucky, if this team gets it together.
We'll see.
And be sure to tune in Monday night to the ESPN Monsters Inc. game. That's going to be a ton of fun to watch. And maybe we'll do a TikTok live or something. So check that out. But next couple of shows so that you guys know where to get your best Philly sports coverage. First off, Leo, or if you guys are listening on Spotify, be sure to like, download, follow on Spotify. If you could write us a review, I might even have to give you a hug. The second thing that you guys could do to help us a ton, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And then we go live every Wednesday night at 8:05, Thursdays at 7 o'clock. Jesse goes live on Philly Sports Pulse. Saturdays, me and KJ go live with Ryan from Broad Street Sports for the Sippin' Sports podcast. So start off your Saturday morning with all your Philly sports talk, a cup of coffee. You can listen to us from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then Tuesdays, we got the Under the Wing podcast with Joey Havens and Michael Mooney. So be sure to subscribe to the network for the best Philly sports coverage around. I hope everybody has a great night. Want to thank our presenting sponsor, as always, Balboa Steaks, for the best cheesesteaks in Delaware, the king of Delaware steaks. But other than that, KJ, you got anything you want to say before we wrap it up? Birthday boy? Birthday man, I should say.
Yeah, thank you for all the birthday wishes,
man.
everybody. I appreciate it. It was overwhelming, so I really do appreciate it. But yeah, Birds got to bounce back, and hopefully they will. So we'll see what happens. I wouldn't get too chicken little yet, guys, so don't be freaking out too much. And also, speaking of chickens, don't be throwing eggs, kids. I mean, don't be throwing eggs. Don't be throwing objects or whatever. End of the day, it's a game. We won a freaking Super Bowl. And right there, those kids, they represent the people that are spoiled, and they're taking this Super Bowl win from last season for granted. They are taking it, and they are not remembering what the heck happened. They are not remembering how happy this freaking city was. So snap out of it. Knock yourself out of it, because you are a disgrace. And I'm glad that your freaking account got reported, because that's horrible. I mean, that's just disgraceful. So just know the people out there who think that all Eagles fans are like that, me and Dole are not like that at all. And it sucks because it puts another stereotype on us, but it is what it is. So we go Birds, and that's all I got.
Cool. Well, have a great night, everybody. Take care.
What we got? 302BIRDS, you know, States. Go Birds. Oh my gosh, Chad.
Your favorite Chicagoan. Go Phils.
As always, God bless. Go Birds.